Hey guys, it's time for Bungie's weekly update. This week brought an interesting leak about the House of Wolves. It was speculated that it would release sometime in May, and Bungie has confirmed that in the weekly update that it will be released in Q2, which means sometime in April, May, or June. The biggest part about this community update, though, was that Bungie has been listening to the community's concerns about specific weapons. Most notably, everyone's favorite weapon class to hate on, pulse rifles, will be retuned. They didn't go into all the specifics, but they did say that there will be a 9.7% increase in their damage. While I don't believe a simple damage buff is the best way to go about retuning pulse rifles, it is nice to see that they at least address it. I still think reducing the time in between each round in the burst is the best course of action, as it would enable the user to reliably hit their burst on moving targets. As far as other weapons go, auto rifles will be receiving another nerf, with their damage being reduced by 2.5%. While this seems extreme, they do say that it will be based upon the rate of fire of the weapon. Higher rate of fire auto rifles like Necrochasm will not be affected as much, and the lower rate of fire weapons like Suros or Shadow Price will be taking the brunt of the nerf. The range will also take a hit as well, meaning the damage falloff will happen a bit sooner, and accuracy will suffer at the longer ranges. Now you're probably asking, why are auto rifles still being nerfed and retooled? Well, Bungie has stated they are still performing a little bit too well. During the Iron Banner, we're seeing Suros jump from about 10% usage to nearly 25%. Of course, that's largely in part due to the auto rifle bounty, but still, that is a very large increase for just one weapon. 6 of the 10 top weapons being used in PvP are also auto rifles. This is a very needed change to ensure a more diverse playing field. I know personally I really do get tired of seeing the same 2 or 3 auto rifles every single match. Hand cannons are also being addressed. Fortunately, they are being addressed correctly. They are my favorite class of weapon, and I would do horrible things if they nerfed them into the ground. While hand cannons are being used correctly, they're being wielded by the high-aim players, and the weapons are just performing too well at ranges reserved for scout or sniper rifles. First off, they're reducing the effective range of hand cannons across the board. They didn't go into specific numbers, but this effectively means that the damage falloff will occur at a shorter distance, and follow-up shots are less accurate at longer ranges. Finally, they're going to be reducing the initial accuracy of hand cannons. This will be unnoticeable at the close to medium ranges that we're used to using them, but it's mainly there to reduce the chances of you picking off people with that first shot from your hand cannon. These are honestly just very fair changes. Both Thorn and Hawkmoon are extremely strong at these long ranges, and they can effectively be used to counter snipers due to their extreme accuracy at those distances. Fusion rifles are also seeing some changes as well. These changes are designed to hopefully make them less of a menace than they currently are in the Crucible. First off, the blast patterns are going to be a little bit wider. While this sounds like a buff, it's actually more of a nerf on that side of tuning things. A larger blast pattern means that more bolts won't hit your target at the medium ranges, meaning fusion rifles will no longer take people out from those extreme distances. They're also reducing the initial starting ammo. This is another change that just needed to happen, since secondary weapons are often being used as primaries for the duration of a match. Shotguns are also seeing some changes, mainly a 100% damage increase to non-Guardian players. Again, it will not affect PvP at all. This is a much needed buff in PvE due to shotguns just being non-existent in that area of the game. Damage falloff will start sooner, however, because shotguns are still having range issues in the Crucible. You'll have to get a bit closer to your target to actually kill them. Hopefully these two changes will bring a much needed balance to both PvP and PvE sides of shotguns. In addition, shotguns will also be affected by the ammo reserve changes that come to fusion rifles, so no more of that running around with only a shotgun and using blink. You're going to have to be using a primary weapon at least sometime in those matches now. Scout rifles, sniper rifles, and heavies were pretty much largely untouched in this patch. All of these changes are highlighted in a much more detailed article in the description, so go check that out if you're looking for some more information on these retunes. Finally, Activision has released their quarterly earnings report. They confirmed a major content release in 2015 and shared some of the numbers. In the conference call, they confirmed that not only House of Wolves is coming in Q2, but also a major content release coming in fall of 2015. Most likely, they're probably referring to Comet, Plague of Darkness. For anyone wondering what Comet is, according to Destiny's contract, it's a major downloadable content expansion pack type software released for each Destiny game. That's all one quote, by the way. Fall 2015 is also when Xbox users will finally have access to the PlayStation exclusive content, namely the strikes and the new exotic weapons. I hope you guys found this video helpful. This has been Patrick Casey with Planet Destiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.